There we go. All right. Well, welcome everyone to our regular Tuesday night Collaborating Connections Professional Networking Zoom meeting. My name is Dawn Evans Casey, and I am the leader of the group. Collaborating Connections has been a part of TTR networking for the past 7 years. We started out meeting in person on the east side of Indianapolis. But since COVID, we've gone virtual to Zoom, and now we're able to connect with wonderful professionals from all over, from coast to coast across America. And in some cases, we've connected with individuals in Canada and the Netherlands and Great Britain and a bunch of other wonderful places. So TTR networking has been around for the past 15 years. And for those who were with us last Thursday for Thankful Thursdays, we celebrated our 15-year TTR networking birthday. TTR networking is all about building great relationships, making warm introductions, connecting people, and helping people. So the rescue in itself is an acronym for some of the tenets that we support and believe in within our organization. The R, again, is for relationship building. The E is for education. The C is for community. We love not only, improving ourselves and our businesses, but making sure that our community around us and nonprofit groups get to thrive, and we want to help them as well. The U is for understanding, and that we're listening and taking the time to getting to know each other and our businesses so that we can better make those warm referrals. And the second E is for execution. We talk a lot and share a lot and learn a lot, and we want to make sure that we encourage each other to go forward and act on the suggestions and recommendations and good ideas so that we can all thrive within our businesses. On a weekly basis, we generally open up our call, letting everybody share wins and words of gratitude. So if you've got something to share, let's go around and talk about if you've had any wins within your business within the past week, or any words of gratitude. Anybody?
I have one.
Yes.
We had a wonderful event on Saturday.
Cool. Tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, we had several people come in and do the acupuncture, and I think it went beautifully. We played an extended singing bowls session. So instead of just the little 20 minutes, it was almost 40 minutes of singing bowls while they're getting their needles put in, and then they get to rest and just enjoy themselves. And then after that, we play some spa music, and everybody seemed to have a very good experience.
Wonderful. I really hate that I missed it, but I'm glad that you all had a good turnout and that everybody enjoyed themselves.
Yes, it's my favorite thing is that people come and that they have a good experience and that they feel some sort of relief. That's my mission.
So can I ask a question? I was there, and one of my gratitudes would definitely be that I got to be part of one of those singing bowls. But what is the, not that I didn't believe it worked, but what do they do? What are the singing? What are they doing? Because it relaxed me like crazy.
Yes, that is what happens, is they seem to have a really good effect on people in really bringing them down to a very relaxed state of ease. And I didn't know that when we bought them, to be honest with you. When I bought the singing bowls, I bought them because I thought they were a really cool novelty, and I wanted singing bowls because I was a musician and I thought they were cool. And so I just bought them. But then when we started to play them, everybody started to feel them. Jay was the first one that I played the singing bowls for, and he said, I can feel that. We weren't doing anything. Like, he'd been in the sanctuary before, but he was just sitting there, and I played the bowls. He's like, I can feel that. I'm like, no, you can't. He's like, I can. I'm like, okay, you play them. Let me feel it. And and just like that, it just was so calming and relaxing. So it's affecting the body in a way of sound healing. And I mean, sound healing isn't something new. There are people have talked about frequency and sound healing for a long time, but I had no idea that it was so profound and so effective. So that's what happened.
It definitely works.
Hi, Melissa.
It definitely works. Yes, Melissa's on. Yay, I'm glad she showed her face. Yay. Good. Got a nice face. She can't hide it. Thank you for
Anybody,
that.
anybody else got words of gratitude or wins that they'd like to share?
Well, our lady from our church is bringing over some food right now. And I have to say, I'm not a cook, and we have a house full, and we're going to have a house full.
Wow.
So it's very nice to have nice people who bring food over, because I don't like to cook. So that's my gratitude. And I will tell her when she arrives. She used to be a caterer, I guess. So she enjoys that cooking stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know if you all have had the experience, but sometimes it's food cooked by somebody else seems to taste so much better that you didn't have to slave over it yourself, that you just get to enjoy it. So that's awesome. That's awesome that you've got somebody helping you all out there. And
That's kind of neat when it starts happening. You're like, boy, nothing even happened here yet. Although my daughter is all bandaged up and she's got a broken leg and a broken arm, but whatever. Sorry, just had to laugh for a minute.
No problem. My words of gratitude, I mentioned, well, last Thursday we had our first of 2025 Thankful Thursday event. And I was telling Lisa, I had a wonderful time. Really, I'm so glad that people came out and joined us. We had some wonderful snacks, and there was a lot of interaction that I could see between our sponsors and our visitors. And the message of having fun, taking some time to focus on ourselves and think about taking care of ourselves, and even the fun storytelling at the end, just calling out some words and adding them into the stories, the ad libs. I enjoyed all of it. So thanks to TTR Networking and Jennifer Johnson, and just had a great time.
I almost forgot about that, Dawn. That was a fun event. Thank you for everybody who was able to make it. So thank you. It was, and I think it's a really nice, I was a little concerned about the room, but I didn't see it really until we got there. I mean, I'd been there before but I hadn't looked at that room. So I think if anything, it was too hot, wasn't it, Lisa? Pavithri? Maybe
It was right inside that window. It was very warm, but it was still beautiful. It was nice to be in the sun.
Yeah, so I think we might have missed something if we were in the other room, even though the other room has a lot of stuff. I would encourage you, if you're down there, go check it out, because it's got a lot of history. And I didn't even realize all of it going on there. But thank you for saying that, Dawn. I was very thankful for that day to come and and we had a lot of people that just kind of wandered in too. It was a good space for that. And I just saw on LinkedIn where Jackie, who was the community manager there, posted on LinkedIn for us.
Oh,
So
great.
hopefully, yeah, she actually gave them the dates of our next event.
Wonderful.
How did
Absolutely wonderful.
that worked? Yeah, it was pretty cool. So
All righty. Anybody else got
I just
uh
had a quick question I wanted to ask either you or Jennifer. I'm sorry I didn't get to make it. I signed up and everything, and it was just like things just went downhill. But I
oh,
wanted to find out when you were talking about the room because I came there before and I was really impressed with it. So was it the room we were in before that had all of the things, the records and so forth from back in the day or not?
no, we were actually in the room on, it was called the green room because everything's green.
Oh,
But there really was nobody over there, Margaret. So
yeah.
you could have walked over there,
Uh-huh.
taken, I thought they had it booked, but they didn't.
Oh,
But
okay.
that other room is
Yeah.
so cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Um,
lots of unique art and history in that
Yeah.
other room to see. But the
Right, there
room that
is.
we were in had windows on three sides, so there was
Huh.
lots of bright light coming in, and it did get warm after a time, but it was still it was a good space. It was a good
Oh,
space.
good,
Good, thank you.
good.
Anybody else with words of gratitude or business wins that you'd like to share? Yes, Carol?
I had the privilege of having dinner with my oldest granddaughter this week.
Oh.
And because she wanted to ask me a favor. So she reached out and I kind of knew what the favor was. She has decided to go into nursing, which I'm very proud of her for picking that type of a career. So she can pretty much go and do whatever she wants after she's out of school. And the school she's going to is about 10 minutes from my place in Florida.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And so she is going to be moving to Florida this fall and starting classes down there. And so she'll be living at my condo until she's done with school, which I'm very excited about because I get to go see her then anytime I want. So, yep, very happy for her.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm happy for her too. As a nurse, we don't have enough of us,
Yeah, I
and
know
I'm
there's
sure she'll do great. Yeah,
such a
glad to hear
shortage of doctors and nurses.
that. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Super awesome. Well, we wish her well, and it'll
Yeah.
be cool, yeah, that you get to have close contact with your granddaughter quite frequently. So
Yep.
check in on her and have those family times together.
Yeah, I'll probably get to see her more than I do now.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome. Anybody else? Any wins? Any words of gratitude you want to share?
Okay, since we're talking about granddaughters, our granddaughter Anna, who's a cheerleader, her team came in first place. So that was very
Yay!
exciting. They were down at the convention center. So it was
Awesome.
exciting.
Very cool. Very cool. I know you and Jerry are very engaged with your grandkids, so and
Well,
supporting
it
them in
kinda-
their activities.
It is. Of course, it helps that two of them live with us. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of quality time.
Yep.
Super awesome.
So I'm glad for you, Carol. That's great.
Thank you. Very proud.
Understandably.
Anyone else before we move on? Okay. I want to ask, Jennifer's gone, is she?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay, I want to
here.
ask Jennifer to give us the updates on what's happening with TTR networking.
Well, I can't believe it's almost March, but it almost is March, guys. So we got a lot of things that are actually in the works. I'll let Lisa maybe give you a little teaser of a TTR presents that she's going to do for us, and she's got the date and everything. But I would tell you, if you are available tomorrow morning, we are going to, at 9:30, we're going to be at Just Love Coffee in Carmel with the Givers Gain group. But if you would like to come and say hey and meet some of your fellow TTR members or whatever, you're welcome to do that. They are now doing a once a month open networking kind of thing, which a lot of our groups are starting to do that. So that's tomorrow, and it's going to be the last Wednesday of each month. So we've got things that we're in the works of doing. I don't know, I cannot believe it's March almost. But Lisa, what's your date? And can you tell them just a little bit? Don't give them too much, because then they won't come to this.
So it's going to be March the 13th. That's a Thursday evening from 7 to, well, I'll present from 7 to like 8, and then I can stay around for questions if we have them. But it's going to be on delegating and probably a little bit of kind of a time management audit in there as well, just because that's a good first step to delegating. And what to delegate, how to delegate, when, what to do after you've delegated something to make sure it gets followed through on. And that was March the 13th from 7 to 8 p.m.
Thank you. And it's on Zoom. So you get to sit in your, hopefully it'll be warm and you'll be able to sit out on your porch and get a suntan. Probably not, but you know what we're saying. But it is easy to, to jump on. March is masterminding. I don't know if Dawn's going to say anything about that tonight, but Lisa leads our leading edge group too, which is masterminding, mentoring, accountability, all of that. So when Lisa joined us as a global partner recently, I said, okay, we got to get a date to put something in, whether it would happen in March or April is actually accountability. So the next couple months, it fits right into that whole thing. And you talked briefly, Lisa, you said something about the time auditing. You have a time auditing thing that you do?
Yeah, I have a work or a little exercise that actually is used by a lot of business coaches to help people identify what they're spending their time on, what is moving the needle forward in their business, and what is just busy work. And, and then how to, figure out how to delegate off that busy work so you're not doing it. So I will probably talk about that and give that as kind of a handout as part of, anyone who comes will get that exercise to be able to do. And then we probably won't have enough time to go over like after you do it together, but that can be something I would be more than happy to set up a time with anyone who wants the results kind of discussed afterwards, of course.
So, and I would just say, we've had a lot of groups right now, like I mentioned earlier, that are now wanting to do like once a month in person or something. They recognize that Zoom works and they like the efficiency of it, but they like getting together as well. So we did have this morning, the happy hour was brought up again, which we did. If you've been around for any amount of time, we used to do that. And so we are now looking at doing a happy hour once a month, and I'm shooting for March. I'm not going to give you more information than that. I had looked at a couple dates, but look for that. And the happy hour is just that. We go somewhere, you just get to chat like we did when we went to the Mountain Dip. It's not an organized meeting, but it's something that we all can get there. And we know why we like to get together once or so a month and, actually be in the presence of other people. It's kind of nice, not just on Zoom. But keep your eyes open for that. And there's other things that we're scheduling. So please just, reach out to me. When you go to our homepage, the featured events are on the right-hand side. So there's things that I'm putting in there as we schedule them, but that's good for now, Dawn. If
Okay.
you're good.
So
Okay.
where do they go to the homepage?
You go to the home, you're tricky, totherescuein.com. To the rescue IN. I always tell people I was thinking really big when we bought that domain. We're going to be in Indiana, Ohio, everywhere, Florida, because Carol's going to start our group down there, whatever. But I just, to the rescue, all written out, in.com. And when you go, that's the homepage. On the right-hand side, it says featured events. Now you have to scroll down a little ways, but then you see our global partners, you see our community partners. We're going to do maybe some updating of that so you don't have to go quite so far to look for those people, but that's where it's at. Dawn,
Awesome. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Anybody who's interested, and as you share and talk about TTR networking to other business owners and managers who might be interested in wonderful networking, make sure to direct them to that website, to our Facebook, social media, to LinkedIn and Instagram. Collaborating Connections and TTR Networking has a presence in various areas because we're trying to reach a wide audience of people. So please feel free to share and direct others.
Just real quick too, Dawn, on that.
Mhm.
If you send somebody to ttrnetworking.com, it'll take them to the same website. You just
Okay.
wouldn't be on the homepage. So if you're lost, you're thinking, I can't remember what Jennifer said. I don't remember. You don't have to. Send them to ttrnetworking.com. That'll take them right to our networking page, and then they can surf around it and find it. But I just want people to know it's the same place, basically.
Super awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Jennifer. Okay, we are going to go ahead and get into our roundtable introductions. And I would ask of each professional that I call to introduce themselves, please, on top of doing your regular elevator pitch, share who you're looking to be connected with. And if you, this is follow-up February, if you have yet to follow up with, but know somebody that you need to follow up with this month, please share that follow-up that you need to do, because there's a level of accountability that comes with verbalizing and sharing that information. So talk about a follow-up that you need to do, and talk about a connection that you are looking for. And that'll be part of our discussion this follow-up February, this last week of follow-up February. So first, I am going to invite, let's see, who's first on tonight? Lisa Bowers. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Sure. Lisa Bowers, my business is Office Allies. We are a full service admin support. That means we help with anything from email management and scheduling to dispatch to customer service to social media, bookkeeping, invoicing, getting those newsletters out, whatever it is that's falling under admin that is keeping you from being as productive as you can be. Well, full service, we have VAs that work, all US citizens, most are military dependents. And we are here to work with solo entrepreneurs and small business owners. And that is Office Allies. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa. Do we have any questions or comments for Lisa Bowers this evening? Lisa, can you run through maybe a short list of those various tasks that usually come your way as you're engaging with small business owners?
We do, of course, a lot of bookkeeping, just monthly, keeping the books reconciled, categorizing transactions, doing monthly reports. We just um, we do a lot of keeping CRMs up to date and making sure that they're, the reach outs are going out. We do a lot of newsletters. People who know me know the second week of the month, I'm pretty much writing newsletters every day because for some reason, the second week of the month is when everybody wants to send their newsletter. So if you do a newsletter, you might think about moving it to the first or the third week because I think they get more traction because I think everybody sends them out the second week. We do social media. I actually just today took on a new client for social media. I won't name names, but they're in the room. So, we do social media for different clients. Send out cards. One of our clients, we do their send out cards to get out the monthly birthday cards every month. We go in, pull the list, make sure they are added to the campaign so that their birthday cards go out on time. So,
Awesome. All right. Lisa, do you have any follow-ups that you are planning to do yet this month? Or is there a particular type of industry connection that you are looking for?
We are not industry like niched. As for follow-ups, because of Thankful Thursday last week, I sent a lot of follow-ups and I've got several one-on-ones on my calendar yet this week. So meeting new people that way. So I think I've done all my follow-ups, which is actually kind of strange because usually I'm the one behind, but I think I'm actually caught up on mine.
Awesome. Good for you. Good for you.
I did get an email from Lisa that evening. I think you were trying, and I was like, whoa, she's
Yeah.
meaning business. She's already followed up with, I don't know how many. And I was sitting there still glassy-eyed or not glassy-eyed, but kind of like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of people to follow up with. So good job.
Yeah, I followed up with everybody who gave business cards. Well, except for a couple people like Pavithri. I had her business card in my bucket, but I didn't figure she and I needed to do a one-on-one. We text almost daily.
Actually, we do need to do a meeting at some point so we can
Yes.
fix all of the questions you have. But yeah,
Yes.
I don't think we need a one-on-one.
Yeah. But I did follow up on everybody that was new or I hadn't done a one-on-one with yet that gave business cards. And I did them that night because I knew my next day was packed full. And so if I didn't get them out that night, they wasn't going to go out till probably Monday. And I didn't want to put them off that long. So.
Great job. Great job, Lisa.
Oh, and the other thing is the conversations were still fresh in my mind. Whereas if I'd waited till Monday, I wouldn't have remembered what I talked to about with anybody. So, yeah.
That's a good point.
Yep. Good. All righty. If there are no other questions for Lisa, I will ask, let's see, Carol Blackmon. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yes, I am. I am Carol Blackmon. I'm a real estate agent. I work with Epic Realty, fairly new company, but a lot of exciting and new things are coming with this company. They offer a lot of services to us that are free. So it's been taking a lot of some of the monies I'm forking out, they're taking on for me. So that's good. But I can help anybody anywhere. If I can go global. I can find you an agent if you want to move to the Netherlands or New Zealand or to Canada. I can find a great agent that can help you. I'm licensed in Indiana and Florida. So if you know of anybody going to Florida or wanting to move back to Indiana or anywhere in Indiana or Florida, I can help them. I'm passionate about what I do. I have a great understanding of what people need, and what they need when they go to buy or sell a house is education, because they don't do this every day. I do this every day. So my idea is to make sure they know the next steps. So they know exactly what to expect, when to expect it, and that they get the documents all ahead of time. So they're not signing something they don't know what it's about. I always make sure they're aware of every single thing that's going to, or even possibly happen. So that's kind of my claim to being able to educate people. And I'm pretty good at negotiating. I spent 35 years in the automotive industry, pretty much doing everything, a lot of negotiating. 20 of that was with American Honda Finance Corporation on a corporate level. And the other 15 was on the retail side. Part of that was being a finance manager, and the other part was assistant office manager, sales manager, and general manager. So I've got all the background and the skills, and it transferred over to real estate very well. But that's me. So if you know of anybody that is even thinking about selling or buying a house, let me talk to them, give me an opportunity, and I'll show them what it's about and how I can help them better than a lot of agents. Because a lot of agents are in it for the paycheck. It's not about the money for me at all. It's about helping people, which is my passion. Okay. As far as following up, I have a list of people, some leads that came through this last week that I'm going to be following up with and seeing how they're doing, about what their status is on if they want to proceed or not. And what was the other thing?
Anybody you're looking to get connected to?
Yeah, I pretty much said it. Anybody who's thinking about selling, buying anywhere, even if they want to move to Nevada and they don't know what to do, I can help them and I will help them. So pretty much anywhere, anybody, I can do it. Thank you.
Super fantastic. Thank you. Do we have any questions or comments for Carol Blackmon this evening?
It's a lot of noise in this house, but Carol, did you say it was Epic? I thought it was EXP.
It was EXP. I recently switched over a little over a month ago to Epic Realty.
Okay.
And they're, like I said, they've been in business maybe a couple of years now. The founders are extremely knowledgeable about the real estate industry. And right now they are reevaluating the stock, which right now we can buy at 53 cents a share because they're not public yet. So as soon as they go public, that could be extremely good because this is a very good, solid company. And we've got thousands of agents globally and worldwide. So it's growing and these guys are really good.
Yay, wonderful.
I'm just curious, I get that you live in Florida. How do you help those in Indiana?
I live in Indiana too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I have a house in both places.
Okay. I was just
And-
wondering.
Well,
One
there's
of
several
those.
agents that are dual or even triple licensed that they can help people go. So
Oh, I didn't have doubt that way, but
Yeah.
I just wondered
Yeah.
how you did it. If you live in Florida, how do you do it here?
I fly back and forth.
Okay.
Airlines are
It's
not that
great that people
expensive,
can do
some
that.
of them. Yeah.
What?
Spirit Airlines has cheap flights and Allegiant has cheap flights. It's about 30 minutes from my condo. Spirit flies into Fort Myers Airport, which is about 15 minutes from my place. So it works out well. I
Great.
just fly back and forth.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Glad that you're able to do it.
When Carol speaks about how she likes to help people, week to week when we're getting together on these calls and she's sharing her stories, it is, very obvious that she goes above and beyond as a realtor to help her clients. So certainly if you know of anybody, and it is a transaction that needs patience and guidance. Like Carol said, everybody is not a you don't do it every day, so it's not something that
Nope.
you have a complete familiarity and comfort in. So it's great to be connected with a professional such as yourself, Carol, who is knowledgeable and patient and helpful.
Mhm.
So we really appreciate
Yep.
all that you do.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments for Carol? All righty. Next up, I'd like to invite Karen and Jerry Stern. Are you all ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Sure. We are. All right, you want to go first?
Excuse me, we are Karen and Jerry Stern. We work with Melaleuca, the wellness company, and we are coming up on 23 years, actually last month. 23 years that we've been with them. And it is a very special company that really manufactures everything that we sell. Everything they sell, I don't sell anything. But everything is made right here in the US. They're all natural kinds of products. And it gets, what's important to us is that it gets the toxins out of your home, because the toxins really cause huge amounts of problems that people don't even realize. And in my mind, I think one of the real key things that help us is the fact that we have vitamins and supplements that are really second to none. In fact, there's many that just don't even compare. And I believe that that is what has kept us healthy for all of these years. And it really works. It's the best I can say. You want to tell them about Frankie's thoughts?
Yes, so actually my battery is very low, so I'm not sure how long we're going to be able to be on.
Is it plugged in?
It is plugged in. So anyway, last night we had, we kind of have a State of the Union message from the president of our company. And he started the company 40 years ago. So we've have a lot of longevity, as we do with our customers, who we have a 96% reorder rate. So people love the products, and that's why over 30,000 customers come to shop with us each month, because the products are so good. But a testimony to our peak performance vitamins. So Frank has been on them since they came out, maybe 38 years ago. And he is not an athlete. He's just a regular guy, a very wealthy regular guy, but he is not an athlete. He's competed against these athletes, world-class athletes, in 8 different times, and each time he has won. Most of them are much younger than he is, and he's into rowing. And so each time he's won, he's beat these guys, and he almost can't believe it. But he had gone to, this last week he was at the Mayo Clinic. He and his wife had gone through 4 days of testing, extensive testing. And what they determined, Frank is 76 and a half. His biological age is 69, which means he really is, really impressive. He is aging backwards. Like he said, he's 10% younger. So
Very cool.
Pretty impressive. So, and again, it's a testament to the vitamins and the supplements, and he's certainly diligent about taking them every day, which is more of a reason for me to take them every day. I have a tendency to skip like an evening pill every once in a while, an evening packet. But, like Carol, we are passionate about what we do and passionate about helping people, whether they're improving their health or earning extra income. So a good person for us would be somebody who is thinking about retirement, wanting to earn extra income, looking to supplement, their income, and somebody who wants to be healthy.
All right. I hear you. Well, thank you so much, Karen and Jerry. I want to tell you, I put in my February Melaleuca order yesterday, and I'm excited. The products come, they're delivered rather quickly. So I was excited because I had points enough to get some laundry detergent for at no cost this order. So I'm interested in trying that out. But certainly, I love the stories that you share, because anybody can talk about a product or a service in general. I love that you talk about the relevance of and the history of Melaleuca when you share about your business, and it's obvious that you have a pride and a confidence in those products. So thanks again for sharing.
Very definitely. And as far as follow-up, I still need to follow up with you again, Jennifer. Last time I called you was when your daughter had the surgery, had the accident.
Yeah,
So this is
Yeah.
probably not a good day to follow up with you either.
not today probably, but get us through
We'll
another
talk.
couple, give us a couple days, because you may, if you didn't hear it, we have their dog. Somebody came to the door, everything went crazy. We haven't had a dog in the house for a while. So what I would just throw out there, I just was gonna ask though, Karen, what was the numbers again? He is biologically 69.
69. He is
But how old is-
76, 76 and a half.
Wow, that explains it, Jerry. That's
That's why you
you're-
tell everybody I'm
I
104.
know. That's why, yes, exactly. And I'm sorry, he laughs, but it explains the whole thing right there. But no, I think that's really interesting. And I know I've said this before, maybe I haven't. We had ordered Melaleuca from other people, but nobody was as dedicated to helping us as Jerry and Karen. Now we've been your clients or your customers for a few years now, but at the time, I just remember, like Dawn said, the products, we love the products. The meat's great, but not every salesperson is the same, they're just not. So that's what I would say. And you guys, you help people because you're doing it all the time. Just you reached out to ask, I guess right the day that our daughter's surgery, but we've been clients for a long time, so customers. I guess it's customer. Yeah. But thank you for all you do there. I'm glad.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
And I got a message from UPS today that our beef will be here tomorrow.
Woo! Party at Jerry and Karen's. Oh,
I thought-
sorry. I was thinking that, but I was going to ask them
For a steak dinner.
for a steak dinner.
Awesome. Well, thank you all. Next up, I am going to invite Deanna Morae. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yes. My name is Deanna Morae, and our business is the ReZenergize Sanctuary. We are the first and the only in Indianapolis 24-unit energy enhancement energy spa. It's not only a wellness center, but it's an energy spa because I have these really cool. So I've been doing some research the last week to prepare for an interview that's somebody's coming to do with me, and I'm really excited about it. And one of the things that I'm learning, and I'm just going to show you a picture if I can get it to work. This picture is a picture of the blood before and after a session in the EE Center. So looking at, did you get to see that?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So that blood is all, like collected and it isn't free moving, and it isn't as healthy when it's not doing that. The other thing that I wanted to show you was a real quick picture of a Kirlian photography in a Kirlian lab that they did. And this is an uncharged and then a charged cell, and the difference between the cell and how much light is in the cell. This
Okay.
is before and this is after right here. That just the light that the cells are starting to emit, the energy that is being enhanced in the body as a result of having experienced to exposure to the scalar waves. It's just phenomenal and impressive. So we have an energy spa that actually helps. And I want to just tag on with Karen and Jerry, even though they've disappeared now. When they talk about the toxins, that's exactly the thing that we try to support people with, is because it's not just get the toxins out of your life, but also how you get the toxins out of your body. You've got to start detoxing the body, and the energy enhancement system does that so well. It helps open up the cells. It improves the permeability of the cell so that when the cell, instead of looking like this, the cell is like this. So there's space for the nutrients to get in and the waste to get out. So that's what we do. And what is it? We are having another acupuncture event on the 22nd of March. So if you know anyone who is dedicated or thinking about their health in a new way and trying to figure out alternative approaches, because maybe the pills and the doctors and the things that they're already doing aren't really doing enough to help them feel better, now is the right time to try something new. So Energy Enhancement Spa, ReZenergize Sanctuary, let us help you help your body re-energize itself, get rid of all those toxins, and start having brighter, lighter cells. Your body will thank you.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing, Deanna. Do we have any questions or comments for Deanna Morae this evening?
Well, the day that we were there, I'm just going to throw this out real quick. The day we were there on your your January date, it was packed. It was a full house then. I know you have other events, but you're going to start doing this every month, right?
That's our goal.
Because could you do it more? The same people couldn't do it more than once in a month, or could they? They could.
Oh yeah, you can get acupuncture. I know people who get acupuncture twice a week.
It was kind of funny because she started out telling, it creeps me out when I was thinking of getting these needles, but it didn't hurt. I mean, it really didn't. And it actually, you all probably you're all pros at acupuncture, but I'm just thinking that was I can't even imagine, being able to do that. I don't know. I think you guys have done some really cool events, but I'm happy that this is going. And if it was, I'm just happy for you that and I was there, so I got to experience it. So I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And if anybody have any questions, certainly if they're at all apprehensive or just need further knowledge, they can reach out to you, correct, Deanna?
Absolutely. That's our favorite thing, is to make a difference and help people change their lives and relieve suffering. So anybody has any questions, wants to come by and just do a visit and have a little tour and ask questions there and get to experience it a little bit, that is also an opportunity that all you have to do is give me a call.
Super fantastic.
How do we reach you? Because you are a person I wanted to follow up with.
Yeah, I can put my information in the chat, just like
If you could do that, that would be great.
that's what we do.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Talking to a nurse. She knows people, Deanna. Just kidding. But she does.
So Deanna, who are you looking to be connected to, or who do you need to follow up with?
Right. I'm looking for people who are looking at alternatives for their health, people who are finding that maybe the pills and the doctor visits aren't doing enough to help them make the better shifts and the changes in their lives. We have seen all kinds of amazing miracles in our sanctuary. So sometimes we see people who have had eye problems improve. We've seen some people have diabetes who have had improvements. We have seen people who even have cancer come here and see improvements. And of course, I have to say, we can't make any promises or guarantees, but we can always share testimonials and the research that they have done and the things that it's showing in evidence.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you again, Deanna. Let's see, if we don't have any more questions for Deanna, I would like to ask Margaret. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yes, I am. Good evening. Good evening. I'm glad I was able to make it today. It's like I just did my 6 o'clock time. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. So I'm here today, and so I'm glad to see everyone. My name is Margaret Broaddus. I'm a registered nurse and have been for decades and decades. And so I'm very excited to hear about Carol's granddaughter becoming a nurse because healthcare is my thing. My business is, I go under MJ Broaddus and Associates, but my business is ACN. And what we do, we are the largest direct seller of essential services for businesses and individuals. So anything that you pay for every month, uh, we offer choices to you and usually at a savings. And because right now we're in a healthcare crisis, I'm really focusing in on our healthcare alternative. And, this happened, I've been teaching, so that's why I'm not always on when I would like to be. But I'm teaching aspiring nurses, and that is my passion, is helping people. So that seems to be a recurring theme here. And one of my students, and it just kind of validated what I am doing and what we as a company are doing. She asked a question in class yesterday. We were talking about hernias and other things. And so she asked about a person with an umbilical hernia under their belly button. I thought she was talking about someone else. She was talking about herself. And she was talking about how it comes out and how she pushes it back in. I'm going, oh, that's not good, not good. But the thing about it is, and this is what's happening to many, many people. She went to the doctor and it's going to cost her $40,000 to get that hernia fixed. And the thing about it is, with the hernia, you have to get them fixed because they slide through, and if they get caught up in the muscle there, it gets strangled and the part that's caught dies. And that's because of lack of blood. And it just broke my heart to find out it was her, because of course there would be a conflict of interest if I said anything to her, so I can't say anything to her now. But she needs an alternative. But it's, we have comprehensive health care coverage. It is not insurance, it is not for profit, very transparent, and it's very good. I won't, I'm never going to say perfect for anything, but it is a great alternative for people who have aged out of their parents' policies, for people, and there are so many people now who have lost their jobs. And so therefore, they also lost their healthcare coverage also. And business owners and practically anybody anywhere. The only place we don't offer this is in New Jersey, Rhode Island, and Washington. But anybody, any place, it's a great alternative, very affordable, comprehensive, and we focus on wellness. There's a wellness benefit there, and Jerry and their supplements, he and Karen, and anybody who is really trying to keep people healthy, because we're in a society that focuses on, once you get sick, we can take care of you, but you're just not sick enough yet. Yeah. And I don't know if I said it on here before or not. I went to my foot doctor and they almost encourage you to lie, which I'm not going to do. But I found out I was going to have to pay more because it wasn't having pain. And I said, you mean, okay, if I said I was having pain, then, you know, it wasn't going to cost me as much. She goes, yeah, that's right. I go, well, that's just crazy. That just makes no sense. But we're not going to fix the system overnight. But what we can do, we can help people because we do care about people, and everyone wants to be as healthy as possible. And that's what I love about the service that we offer now. So the ideal client is anybody, anybody who needs healthcare. And that, I don't know of too many people that do not need healthcare. So it is an affordable alternative. You can get a quote pretty quickly, no pressure. Oh, Jennifer knows that. I keep forgetting you're on here, Jennifer. But yeah, there is a no pressure. I'm not a pressure person, anyhow. I'm a nurse, and just trying to help people because we see people struggling each and every day. But that is what I do. I'm a nurse. I'll always be a nurse, and that's why I keep going back in nursing. Like I've retired umpteen times, but I'm teaching a group of nurses now that the last one will graduate next year. So yeah, and I promised them I would stay till then. So it's like it's hard sometimes, like, okay, what? But I honor my commitments. But anyhow, that's me, Margaret Rodas. I'm a registered nurse by trade, and we offer you choices and really focus in on healthcare. And I need to follow up with Miss Beasley. I keep forgetting her first name. I wrote it down. And so Nancy, yeah, Beasley, because we've talked, we've met, and so forth, and we're going to work together on some things because she offers healthcare. We're looking for totally different people to help. Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing, Margaret.
Yes.
Do we have any questions or comments for Margaret brought us this evening?
Yeah. Deanna.
Yeah, I was just wondering about what is the price range for the healthcare?
You know what? I can show what I'll do. I'll get in touch with you and show you because it goes by and you can get a free quote. Okay. I'll show you just how to go to the website. And the price is based on, say, for instance, there's 3 of you in your household. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay. If there were 3 of you in the household, then what you would do, you would put in the date of birth of the oldest person there. And, there's a price for 1, there's a price for 2, there's a price for 3. Plus, if you've got 20 people there, it's still the same. So
So,
you can get a quote just by putting in the date of birth of the oldest person in your household. Yes.
okay, so if it's somebody who's a single, you said somebody who's aging out of their parents'
Yes.
coverage. So if it's somebody
Yes.
who's a single person,
Yeah, you just put their date of birth there, they would get their own. Yes.
and does
And,
it show what things it covers?
It's comprehensive. It covers everything. Yes. Yeah.
And is it a month-to-month program?
What they do, because like I said, it's not for profit. What they do, just like I do with my anything else that I use the ACH. I don't even know what the ACH thing is. I know they debit your account every month. And so what they do, they just debit your account, whatever, say it's $73, okay? Because I know some people, I don't know how old the person is you're talking about, but it could be like $73. Then every month, then you can start whenever, as long as you're signed up by the end of the month, then your coverage can start the first of the next month. And you can start or stop whenever you want to, and they will debit your account. You have your own portal where you can see everything there. How many times I had United Healthcare for a long time. I never got to see anything there. And I didn't know, what they were going to approve, what they were not going to approve. And I certainly never got to see their books. So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Margaret.
You're welcome. Yes.
All righty. Next up, I'd like to invite Melissa Davis, our visitor. So glad that you're with us this evening. Are you ready to introduce
Hi.
yourself and your business?
Sure, why not? I'm Melissa Davis of Bijou by Alyssa. I design fashion jewelry I suppose you would call that. And I do custom or personalized with what I work with. And I've been designing for about 11 years, actually, but the business is barely 5 years. So I turned a hobby into a business, but I just gravitated to jewelry making once I was shown by a friend because I have very small wrists and it's hard to find adult looking women look, bracelets that don't fall off my hands.
Mhm.
So it's nice to have that option not only for me, but to also offer that to other women. I offer like what size the woman may want, even a necklace. The one I'm wearing, I can make it longer, shorter, versus, if you just go to Kohl's or is JCPenney still around? I guess it is. You don't have that option, you just get that one length, and that's what I enjoy offering also, besides designing, just making designs, in general. My husband helps me put the pieces together because you can't really tell, but I am in a wheelchair and I can't physically put them together, but I'm the designer behind it. So,
Gotcha.
um,
And who are you looking to be connected with? And do you have any follow-ups?
brides, I've done several bridal sets, and like the bride would come to me for gifts for her bridesmaids. Also potentially wedding planners might be good. Yeah, I can't think of who else right now.
Okay.
Anyone who's wanting a special gift, personalized gift. I don't do like engraving or wire wrapping or and such like that. I use high quality metal plated metal materials and high quality glass beads and crystals from Europe, and so but even with that, there's a lot of options that I can offer. So, but
Super
they
fantastic.
don't, no engraving, no pounding metal. No, I don't do that.
Do you have a website or I guess some way to share your designs with?
I
with
do
your-
have an Etsy page.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot on there. I like to work one-on-one. That's what I do the most, and it just takes time to put them up there. I just started the Etsy page to get myself out there, but I more enjoy working one-on-one and all that. So it's Bijou, Bijous by BY, Lissa, Lissa, but it's all together, of course, on Etsy, and the same on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. I'm glad you shared those social media sources.
Oh,
And I think I've got your contact information from Jennifer, so we'll be sure to share that with the group and when we post this meeting recording as well, so that folks who are interested can get in touch with you.
yeah, I can, maybe when I'm done speaking, I can try to put it in the chat, or at least the name and
Awesome.
phone number, or
Margaret, did you have a question for Melissa?
Yes, I'm so excited to see you.
Hi,
I knew
Margaret.
she looked familiar, and it was so funny. I was like, I know her from somewhere. I met her at the networking event that's like right, I forget, it's Angola Court or something up there by
It
that
was a
church.
preview party.
Yes. And
Yeah,
I've seen her jewelry. I was just fascinated by her and her husband. It's gorgeous. It's
thank
gorgeous.
you.
It's gorgeous. Very,
Thank you.
very impressed. Yeah, very
So
impressed.
I met her there too, and then here she is. She's a
Yeah,
member of CR.
yeah. How about that?
Well,
I
nice to meet you,
always,
Jennifer.
I always remind Melissa, you gotta talk about your infused jewelry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I often forget about that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll get better. Probably 3. I'll get better. Yes, I do what is called diffusing jewelry as well. Basically, many of the designs that I create could be turned into diffusing jewelry, which is basically like I'll say a lava bead, and you can pour a drop of essential oil on there, and then you have that fragrance, the scent with you throughout the day. Or I also have the option of a locket with, it's not a solid locket. It's designed to uh air with a foam or whatever. So, it depends on what the lady I'm working with, desires. Where I bring that up, where I had a bride, she theoretically bought diffusing bracelets for her bridesmaids, but she didn't want the lava bead to be in the design. So I just put one at the end, or maybe it was on each end, because it was a wrap like bracelet. So it was still really elegant to go with her bridesmaids dresses, but they can do a drop of oil and smell it if they need to.
Wonderful. Melissa, can you mention again your Etsy site? Where should someone go if they want to see your information on your Etsy site?
Bijou by Lissa.
Bijou by
It's
Liz.
bijou means jewelry in French.
Okay.
I took French in high school and I still
Yeah.
like the language, so I
Yeah.
incorporated it in my name. And Lissa, Lissa, is the nickname my husband gave me when we were dating. Or
All
most
right.
of you know him, Todd. For you, Don, my husband's name is Todd.
All righty.
But-
Thank you so much.
So I'll try to at least add my name so you can know the spelling.
Thank you.
Sure.
Any other questions or comments for Melissa?
That's great.
Okay. Next I'm going to invite Pavithri KIlgore. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
As ready as I'm gonna get. Hey everyone, I think almost all of you guys know me, Pavithri KIlgore with KPSK Consulting, and I do fractional HR for small to medium-sized businesses, specializing in labor and employment law. Right now, I am looking for clients between 10 to 75 employees anywhere in the US or any US territory. As long as it's covered under US law, we provide services too. Quick update for those of you that has been following my brain here or the lack thereof. FinCEN, the beneficial owner information that was originally required by December 31st until a few state and federal courthouses decided to play ping pong with it and has now come up with a final decision that it is back on and due by March 21st. So if you have not done it, and was waiting on seeing how they end up. There's the website, fincen.gov, and there's actually a section where you can put in all the information to see if your business qualifies. But realistically, if you're a small business that has been paid more than $600 for the last year, you should be putting that in, but there is a top cap and nonprofits that I'm not 100% sure where that falls. So you'll need to put that information in to find out. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Outside of that, let's see. I'm working with Jennifer on finalizing my teacher present. Will probably be towards end of March to beginning of April. There is a entrepreneur breakfast with SCORE Indiana on March 15th. There will be lots of vendors and people available for you to get in contact with. Their free mentorship. If you do business with small businesses, it is a good place to network. Let's see, I'll put that in here. It's $15 if you sign up by end of the week. I'll put the link in here.
Okay, thank you.
I
We'll share
think
that
that's all
on
I
the-
have.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. Am I missing something?
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Okay, very good, very good. Thank you so much, Pavithri. Do we have any questions or comments for Pavithri KIlgore and KPSK Consulting? All righty. Well, remember, she is a wealth of HR knowledge, helping us keep our businesses in compliance. So if you have any questions, HR related questions, she's the one to go to. Awesome. Thanks again.
Actually, I was trying to type my website. What was that about small businesses? Is that the BOI thing
Yes.
we have to do?
Yes.
But what
Did
if
you already do it?
No, because I really didn't want to do it, and then I was waiting, hoping they wouldn't. But
Yeah,
at
so
least
it did.
last year,
When did you? Yeah.
I didn't do $600 even.
Yeah, so I would say your best bet is to go on there and then put in all your information and see if you qualify. And I just realized I sent the link directly to Lisa and not the group. I'm sorry. There you go. So the first link is for the SCORE Mentor breakfast, and then the fincen.gov is where you should log in, put your information, and see if your business qualifies as a registering entity.
Oh, you could fill something out and see if you qualify first.
Yeah, there is there's a button called Do I Need to File, and that kind of walks you through.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right. Pavithri, do you have any follow-ups or connections that you're looking for?
Yeah, right. I mean, follow-up wise, not anybody on this call, but I was just saying, like, I'm looking for clients that are 10 to 75 employees across the US. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Industry wise, I'm not that particular, but definitely looking to expand that demographic for my business.
All righty. There you go. Thank you so much for sharing, Pavithri.
Yep.
When I,
Oh, sorry, Deanna.
when I go to the website for the breakfast, it says that it's $20 if we register now.
Yeah, go to register now, and there should be, it will change it to, what does it say? Hang on.
I think it's the end of the month because I just registered last week.
Yeah.
I think it's the next page.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you're right. Where the price is, it'll show on the 28th is, up to the 28th is 15.
It'll show like an early bird option.
I'm not seeing that, but okay, I'll take your word for it. When I go to the second page,
When
it
you,
just,
the page that you put your credit card in is where it says 15, I'm pretty sure.
okay. Okay, thank you.
All righty. Next up, I want to invite Jennifer Johnson. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
I'm Jennifer Johnson. I have no voice, so I'm going to let you guys take it. Dawn, you go ahead and talk. They all know what I do. I will be talking up a storm when this thing is fixed, people. So
All right.
Melissa's laughing. The rest of them, they don't take me seriously anymore, Lisa or Melissa. They just are doing their thing. Oh, Margaret,
Exactly.
she's smiling. The rest of them are all deep in thought. But no, thank you, Dawn.
Okay, Jennifer. I want to quickly mention our members who are not here on the call tonight. We have Nancy Vesley with iAmerica Health Insurance. Nancy is a seasoned healthcare professional with lots of knowledge. Nicole Williams, who is a social media strategist. If anybody has social media needs, Nicole Williams is a great contact. We also have, let's see, CB Bjork, who's usually with us. So we're missing him tonight. He is with Ascension Photography and does everything from headshots to he's got drone photography. He's got a drone camera that he uses. So that's great for real estate or outdoors types of shots. He also does branding items, shirts, mugs, totes, etc., through his company called My Soul Lives Here. So if you've got a logo and you want to put in on materials and get your brand noticed and shared with individuals, contact CB Bjork for either photography or the branding through My Soul Lives Here. His lovely wife, Catherine Barajas Bjork, is known as the crazy red-haired lady. Now, she does a multitude of things from, she's a manicurist, so she can take care of your nails, and she uses the cruelty-free products that don't have all of the terrible chemicals in them. She is also a medium, a animal healer, and a Reiki energy specialist. So if any of those areas interest you, please reach out to Catherine Barajas Bjork. Robert Haley is our mortgage lending specialist with Old National Bank. And Robert has years and years of experience and knowledge. So anybody seeking some information on, affording a home, preparing to buy a home, etc., or going through the process. He also has knowledge of the various programs that are out there offering down payment assistance and home buying assistance. So if you or someone you know is interested in purchasing a home and needs some information about mortgage lending and the mortgage process, Robert Haley is your guy. Also, we have our other we've got Robert Bonjour, who is he's with Offset Printing. His printing company actually is a 4th generation. I don't remember, at Thankful Thursday, he talked about how many years his family business has been around, which is quite a few, but you can imagine over 4 generations. At Offset Printing, they do everything from printing books and reports and poster boards and signs and business cards and just about everything that you can imagine printing related. So if you have any printing needs, Robert Bonjour is your guy. I think that covers just about everybody who wasn't on the call. And then of course there's me, Dawn Evans Casey. I'll quickly run through my companies. One is Spa Travel, a full service travel agency. If anywhere you're interested in going, whether it is domestic or international, a cruise, destination rail, a weekend getaway, um, anything that you're interested in travel wise, Spa Travel is willing to assist you with ideas as well as booking, and even after the booking, helping you work with any of your travel vendors if you have hiccups with delays in your flight or your hotel room is not quite what you expected. I'm happy to be there to assist in getting the problems wrinkled out so that you can have enjoyable, memorable travel experiences. As well, my husband and I work together in a nonprofit called Claiming Your Roots, which is a genealogy and family history outreach program. We work with multi-generational families, helping them understand the basics of family history, how to go out themselves, ask the questions, meet the family members that they don't know, gather pictures and documents and details of their family history, and piece it together in a wonderful keepsake that they can continue to build on and pass forward to future generations. Claiming Your Roots is represented on a Facebook page where we offer guidance and tips and motivation. So if you're interested in genealogy and family history, you certainly can join the Claiming Your Roots page and follow. And if you are interested in learning a little bit more and getting some of the basic resources, I'm happy to help. Also, I write a chocolate blog that is listed on Facebook called Cheerful Chocolate Spirit. So for all you chocolate lovers out there who just love any type of chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, I'm a connoisseur of it all. And in Cheerful Chocolate Spirit, I present stories and poetry and pictures and recipes of some decadent chocolate desserts as well as some healthy ones. So if you or know a chocolate lover, please direct them to check out the Cheerful Chocolate Spirit Facebook page. And last of all, I am a gratitude consultant with Send Out Cards. So if you're looking for ways to reach out and connect with your clients, your family, your friends, just sharing gratitude with those around you, Send Out Cards and the promptings movement is a wonderful way to do that. The cards you get to design yourself, adding pictures, adding your words of sentiment specifically that are really take the experience of receiving a greeting card to the next level. A lot of people save the greeting cards and put them on their mantle or their nightstand or their refrigerator. And it's just a wonderful way to stay in touch and share gratitude. Send Out Cards also has a host of gifts and gratitude journals and lots of resources to keep you connected to your clientele and to those who are special to you. So if you'd like more information, or if you'd like to get signed up to send your first free card, I'd be happy to help. And that's my whole, what I do. I am always looking to be connected with wonderful people. So for somebody looking forward to travel, somebody who's looking for enjoyment of chocolate, somebody who would like to hear a little bit more or learn about family history and genealogy, or somebody who's just trying to find a way to share more gratitude, to be more mindful on a daily basis and utilize some great resources through Send Out Cards. Those are the connections that I'd like to make. And follow-ups that I need to do, I'm still working on my list of follow-ups from last week's Thankful Thursday. So I'm calling that out now, and I intend to finish that up this week. Much like Lisa said, before I forget what I talked to people about, I need to get those follow-ups done during my follow-up February. So if anybody has any questions or comments for me, I'd be happy to respond. No?
I'm just glad you enjoyed yourself last week, Dawn, because you were acting kind of giddy the whole time. So I don't know if you'd been drinking or something.
You know, I told you I took some cold medicine because I thought I was getting the sniffles. So yeah, I may have been a little loopy, but overall it was a great event. I really did enjoy it. So thanks for all you put into it, Jennifer.
Oh, it really was. Actually, I will say, and he's not on here, that Philip did a lot of the work to get things ready, but I'm giving you a hard time, Dawn. You were happy from the moment you walked in. And I know you've got a lot on your plate right now. So thank you for doing that. And I think it was a good event. And the only person who brought a guest was Deanna. So she
Yay, Deanna.
actually get a prize for that. So that's cool. But it was good. We had a lot of people we didn't know. Some new people showed up.
Exactly.
That's what we're trying to do. So.
Well, before we wrap this all up, I just want to remind everybody, follow up February. I hope that you've heard some things tonight that will prompt you to follow up with somebody else who's on this call for, say, a one-on-one meeting. There's so much that can be discussed that we can't even cover in our 60 to 90-minute weekly calls. So please remember to reach out, schedule some one-on-ones to stay connected. And in addition to that, just remain mindful of following up. Even though February comes to a close, the fortune is always in the follow-up with us as business owners and managers. So get it done, find fun ways to connect, and keep it all going. With that, I'm going to wrap things up tonight. I will be posting the recording of this call on social media and to our Collaborating Connections YouTube page, and sharing the contact information that's in the chat with through an email with those who are on the call. So thank you all so much for being here tonight, for sharing with each other. Go forward and enjoy the weather that we've got this week. Be productive. And I hope to see you all again here next Tuesday night on Collaborating Connections, Professional Networking Zoom call.
Good to see you, Melissa. Good to see everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Take care. Stay blessed all.
Be
Bye-bye.
safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.